Billy Joe, Martin Murray, both here, and Jamie, who's training Martin, Jamie Moore. And we will be having a press conference at some stage next week to announce full details of the undercard. Darryl Williams against Lennox Clark is made, that's for the English super middleweight title, but the other fights on that bill, Anthony Yard, Daniel Dubois, Ahara Davis and others, will be giving full details about that at some stage next week. Now, Frank Warren, the promoter of this bill, and great to see Billy Joe back in action, of course, after the sensational performance against David Lemieux in Canada before Christmas, and Martin Murray, who we know is one of the toughest and most respected figures in British boxing. Great to see them together, Frank.
It certainly is. Obviously, over the last month or so, since all the business went on between Golovkin and Canelo, there's all these rumours flying around whether Bill was going to be fighting Martin or whether he was going to be fighting Golovkin. But this is where we're at, this is what we're focusing on. Certainly, I know Bill's not taking his eye off the ball, and you only got to look at both and Martin as well. They've been training very hard. This is a good fight. This is a tough fight for Bill, a very tough fight. You know, I use the expression a lot. You know, Martin's not coming here to make up the numbers. Martin's coming to seize an opportunity. This is such a lively division now, this middleweight division. There's big riches there for whoever comes through this fight. They're going to have the WBO title, and they're going to be a very important part of a jigsaw involving unification fights. So Bill can't afford to slip up. And with the greatest respect to Martin, I'm sure he may feel this way himself. This is his, he's probably his best last opportunity to grab a title, having been cruelly, I suppose in some ways, cheated out of it, or not to say cheated, been on some end of some very close decisions. And some people felt that he should have been a world champion. But this is his last chance, in my opinion, to do it. So I'm sure, as we all know, he's going to take that opportunity because he's a fighter by trade, and he's a fighter. Is in his DNA. That's how he is. He comes to fight. But for Bill, I think Bill pulled off the best performance of a British boxer away from home since Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, when he beat David Lemieux. I thought it was a fabulous performance, and it showed what he's all about when he's 100%, when he's focused, when he's mentally right, when he's physically right. It shows you what a fighter he is, and unfortunately for him, I think that scared off Golovkin, because they did approach us, but it was like very, very airy-fairy. And I don't think either Canelo or Golovkin want to fight Billy Joe Saunders. But at the end of the day, he's got to win this fight. He comes through and force fights, and I'm happy. There are a lot of fights out there for these guys. You've got George Groves, maybe there's a catchweight fights against the likes of George Groves, the winner of him and Karen Smith. You've got Daniel James DeGale, he's there, so this is a real good time for the middleweight, super middleweight division, and I like to feel I'm sitting next to the guy to my right who can win both these titles and emulate what Joe Calzaghe did.
What's your understanding of Golovkin and Canelo at this moment? They're going to
fight in September. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, for me, if you are found guilty, then you should be banned. To be banned for 6 months, I think I don't even get that. I don't understand that at all. It
sends out a great message, does it?
Well, it doesn't, because most fighters, guys who operate at that level fight twice a year. So you take the PEDs, you win the fight, you get banned. You're banned as from the time you're found to have taken it. 6 months later, you're fighting again. It's pointless. The whole thing is just a pointless exercise. If you want to stop drug taking in boxing, there's only one way to stop it. You've got to be severe with what you're doing, with the sentences.
Let's start with Martin. The fight was originally going to be April 14th, and now we're back, and it's happening on June 23rd. What sort of problems has it been to get up to a situation where you're pretty much ready to fight, and then it's taken away from you, and you've got to go through it all again and just sort of bubble along and get yourself beat up?
Yeah, obviously I was gutted. Mentally and physically I've never been better than I was 4 weeks out from a fight, coming back from Tenerife. The camp I've had with Jamie and Nigel, the boys, it's been absolutely amazing. So when I got back and found out it had been cancelled, I was gutted. So yeah, just that completely take my foot off the gas. I've been in this game a long time now. I know my body better than anybody. I just know about timing right, and I knew that I just needed to, like I said, take my foot off the gas and get myself ready for the new date, which was June 23rd. I was umming and ahhing about that, whether the fight was going to happen, if I'm honest. But now we're here, so yeah, I've got 9 weeks now. You know, I need a good 7 weeks, but I've got 9 weeks now to get myself ready and become world champion on June 23rd. You know, with all due respect, Frank, you know, you're going on. I mean, I know you've not been my promoter for a long time. You've been Billy's throughout his career, but I'm your fighter now. You know, and I hear you just going on about how Billy's doing this, Billy's doing that, Billy fighting Canelo or George Groves or Golovkin. Do you know what I mean? I'm fed up of hearing it. I'm June 23rd. This is my time, and I will become world champion. 1,000,000%. I'm confident everything happens for a reason. It's got me in this position here now to finally become world champion.
Are you genuinely angry, Martin, that the talk goes on?
Listen, I know the sport of boxing. You know, I know the way it is. You know, I understand the game. You know, the politics of the game. But yeah, I am. You know what I mean? You do get overlooked a bit, and I understand that. But I've been alright about it up until like coming here and just again, no disrespect, Frank, but just hearing you just go on about it all the time. Just do me head in a bit, to be honest with you.
Let's just focus on. You have to be quiet, Frank. Stop mentioning it now.
Let's just focus on this fight first.
I don't want to be disrespectful to you, but you know the fact is, those two guys are the big name. That's where the money is, and that's what we're literally. You know, Bill's been with me from day one, and he turned pro with me. We've been through thick and thin. And but you know, at the end of the day, you want to win it. You've got an opportunity. You're in the ring. You two guys are in the ring. The best man's going to win on the night. That's what this was all about. I don't overlook you. I think you, as I said just now, I think you're a quality operator, a quality bloke, and a quality fighter. But you know, it is what it is. You're going to do it. You do it on the 23rd, and you'll do it on merit. There's no doubt about it. But you know, Bill's. I can't help my allegiances to Bill. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's just obviously it's a little bit frustrating. It is. Man in his press conference, and I just wanted to just let you know. I do rate Billy as a fighter, I do. I think he's a quality fighter. You know, I've got respect for him. You know, just the other day, me little lad set up his Instagram account, just chatting here, but Billy followed him. You know, I thought it was a nice thing to do. Followed me little lad. I have got respect for Billy. You know, he's a good lad, but you know, he stands in the way of me finally becoming world champion and getting them big money fights, and I want them fights as well. I want the fights as well. And
if you win, you'll get them. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, it's a bit like, you know, you're two. I know you're friends. I know you. That happens in boxing, and you're two decent guys, and I know that on the night all that will be put aside, and we're going to get a war. There's no doubt about that. It's a bit like the weekend. You know, we had Cole Frampton in with Danair. You know, if in fact they weren't having a fight, they'd have moved in together. They were just such, you know, nice guys to each other. It was a joy to see. But come fight night is what it is. And that's where your opportunity is. It's what boxing's about. Your opportunity on the night is to go and grab that title. Bill's opportunity is to defend his title, come away with it, and better your lives. That's what it's about. You know, my job is to deliver those opportunities, and I've delivered them. At the end of the day, you're both passionate about your belief about yourself. You're passionate about what you can do. The best man will win. The best man will win on the night.
Listen, first of all, I just want to say, you know, people bang on about my last performance and, you know, this fight, Canelo, Golovkin. There's only one person who can lose this fight, and that's me, if I overlook Martin. Martin's a good fighter, but the way I look at things, and the same as what I said about, you know, David Lemieux, Eubank, all of them I've beat before. If I can't beat these fighters, then I'm not the man who I think I am. I shouldn't be in there with Golovkin or Canelo. You know, so obviously I'm looking at different routes, but the main thing is that I don't overlook mine, because like I say, a desperate man's a dangerous man. I've been in desperate situations, you know, myself before. And, you know, probably not as desperate as what Martin is at the minute. So he's a very, very dangerous man. Like I say, I respect him as a fighter, but I believe that, you know, I'm a level above. And you know, the only way to show that, well, to prove that, shall I say, is show it. Like I say, I've got respect for Martin. He's a good family man. I'll give him my word. I'll give him this opportunity. To be honest with you, I told him, and I will definitely fulfil that out. And hopefully, you know, once I take care of business on the 23rd, then we'll see who's up for it. We'll see what super middleweights and middleweights win it then. But at the minute, I'm solely concentrating on Martin Murray.